Okay, next thing we've got here is the guitars. So there's a couple of parts to the guitar here. The first one here is this section. And the first thing I'm going to do here is add a compressor to even out the volume. So once again, we'll just use the simple Ableton compressor. And let's do, so with the guitar, like let's listen to it in the mix, see how it sounds. There's a few sections you can see here where the volume's not as much, but we want to still hear that. So I'm going to put the ratio at about 3.5. And again, we want to let that attack come through of the, the initial bite of the guitar. So attack at about, let's go 10 milliseconds. Release quite short again. The reason you do the release quite short is because when you have, a musical part that's very quick and staccato, like a 16th guitar kind of thing here, you don't want the release to be super long, and then it's gonna crush the first thing, and then it's gonna stay on the remaining parts too. So we only want the compressor to hit those peaks and cut them off a little bit. So we're gonna put the release down there and bring this threshold. So we see a little bit of gain reduction, maybe a little bit more ratio. Nice. So we're still getting that punchiness of the, of the picked guitar thing there, but we're bringing those lower levels up to make it more cohesive. It's a little bit more present now, a little bit more biting through, cutting through the mix. So now let's get the guitar out of the center. We're going to add some, again, a simple delay. I've actually got a preset saved here called wide. And again, it's just doing the same thing we did above, where one side is 1, the other side is 8 milliseconds, and it just creates a super stereo effect. So you can hear that now. It's out of the way of those, the synths, the bass and stuff. It's going to find its own space, and we want to tame that now a little bit with the utility. So like we said before, with the drums are super wide, the synths are a little bit less wide than the drums. Now we want the guitar to sit somewhere here. So again, it has its own space. We're going to bring the width down to maybe 60. That sounds nice there to me. Okay, and that's going to apply to all the guitars here that we've got in this group. And then we've got this second guitar here, this little lightly picked section. And that doesn't need much. Again, it could probably just do with a little bit of compression. So we'll copy the same one over. We'll just drag the threshold down until we can hear it. See it doing a little bit of work. 5 dBs is quite nice. Turn the volume down just a touch. That's quite nice there now. And the last thing we'll do is we'll do a little EQ8 on there again, just to cut out some lows and make sure the bass has its space. See that? Look at all that information again. Let's check this other section as well. So there, simple fix. And I'm quite happy with how that guitar's sounding now. Doesn't need a lot. Again, when you have a guitar part that's played really nicely on a good guitar, recorded through, nice equipment, you don't need to do a whole lot in the mixing stage here. So it really pays off to use good equipment. Try to play the parts as best you can. It's going to save you a lot of time when it comes to the mixing stage of things. So that's the guitar.